Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, today Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally and from a confidence standpoint to turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped down.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. The give to the back. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going for 6. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though. They get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Washington right back to the line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Dances away to buy time. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Washington!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An 84-yard drive there. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, move the ball down the field.
Hit the afterburners, kid. The 30, the 20, the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Steps away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on 3rd down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Running back goes in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops forward and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Stewart. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Release to the back. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Caught in the backfield. It's blocked. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete. On the move at the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback?
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stewart. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Huskies! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Little. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And the short completion brings up second down. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well,
and the defense sniffs it out, and they're all over it. Down he goes. Couldn't even get the throw off on the trick play. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Dialing up a second down pass play. Let's it fly. Pulls it in. Strong, firm tackle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, this is an offense that's going to find a way to generate explosive plays because of their playmakers at the skill spots. But how about the speed by this guy and his ability on third down to extend, scramble, and go get a big...
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Takes a handoff. It's blocked. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This guy just gives you the He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
You know, you got to be careful when you're throwing against this cornerback on the perimeter of the field because he has unbelievable short area quickness, and he can break on the pass immediately, and you saw it right there on that interception.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. Finds a tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Moving away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
He lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it at the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Floating away. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. To the air. It's Stewart. He's got the tight end. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.